Hey everyone, let's talk money. Specifically, let's talk about Acorns. You know, that app that magically turns your spare change into investments? It's a great way to start saving for the future without even thinking about it. But there's a question that keeps popping up. Is there a limit on how much you can transfer into your Acorns account? I know. You're probably thinking, why would there be a limit on free money? Well, stick around because we're about to dive into the nitty-gritty. First things first, let's clarify what we mean by transfer. Are we talking about the small change that Acorns automatically rounds up from your purchases? Or are we talking about manually transferring larger sums of money from your bank account? There's a difference, and it's important to understand. So, let's break it down. The roundups? No limit there. Acorns is happy to gobble up every penny you don't spend. It's like a tiny, money-saving monster that never gets full. But when it comes to transferring larger amounts, things get a bit more complicated. Acorns does have limits in place for transfers from your bank account. These limits are there for your protection, to prevent fraudulent activity. It's like your bank account is a fortress, and Acorns needs to follow certain procedures to get in. Now, let's talk about the different types of Acorns accounts. You've got your invest account, which is where your money grows over time. Then there's the checking account, which is more like a traditional bank account. Each account has its own set of rules when it comes to transfers. For your invest account, the focus is on regular, smaller contributions. It's designed to be a long-term investment strategy. While there might not be a strict daily or weekly limit, the overall annual contribution limit depends on your income and investment type, traditional IRA, Roth IRA, etc. On the other hand, your Acorns checking account is a bit more flexible. You can usually transfer money in and out without facing strict limits. However, there might be restrictions on how quickly you can transfer large sums. This is again to protect your account and prevent fraud. But what about those times when you need to transfer a big chunk of money? Maybe you're saving for a down payment on a house or a dream vacation. Don't worry, it's possible. You might just need to go through a verification process, which could involve providing additional identification. So, to summarize, there isn't a blanket limit on Acorns transfers. It depends on the type of account, the amount you're transferring, and possibly some other factors. But the good news is, Acorns is generally pretty flexible when it comes to letting you grow your money. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is all well and good, but what about fees? Great question. Acorns is pretty transparent about its fees. There are no account minimums or transaction fees for most accounts. However, there might be fees associated with certain account types or features. So, it's always a good idea to read the fine print. And remember, while Acorns is a great tool for investing and saving, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Investing always involves risk, and past performance is not indicative of future results. It's important to diversify your investments and do your own research. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, happy investing.